Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Mizzle. You guys on my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm back doing a review of MTV Catfish Season 8, Episode 46, Brittany and Mark. Before I get started, welcome y'all. Welcome all the new people who joined my channel. If you're new, please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Also share my videos. When you hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell and click all so you can be notified of all my videos. If you're new people, welcome. If you're returning, appreciate y'all keep returning back in my channel. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate people who've been watching my Catfish videos, because Catfish really has been my number one supported review on my channel. So I appreciate all the love and the response, the comments and everything. I appreciate it. Y'all know how much it means to me. But let's jump right into it, y'all, because this was a nice, crazy episode. It was crazy because it was so many pieces, and then it was like, what's going on here? And it was crazy. Even the first 10 minutes was like, this story sounds really crazy. And to be honest, Brittany, you had a lot of parts into it, and you had fault in all of this, because this could not have happened if you just would have walked away. But no, you didn't do that. So let's move on. Let's go on. So Brittany wrote the show. She's 25. She lives in Canada, and she's a wielder. I said, all right, you better work with the wielding. All right, so she does that. And she said 3 years ago, she got a message on Facebook from a guy named Marky Sky, and saying that it was a weird conversation, and said, listen, I saw your picture somewhere. And he said, she said, where? What picture? It was some of your pictures. I saw your picture on revenge porn site. And you know, people who try and get revenge on people who send pictures up that person, like it's like a bad breakup. And it has a website that will go against the person who they have a relationship with. So they put pictures up and videos of them just to have revenge against them, because they didn't like how they broke up on us like that. So they wanted to punish them by putting their stuff out there. And that's messed up. That's messed up. If you can't deal with a breakup amicably, why the hell you gonna do all that? But that's why sometimes you gotta be careful who you be sending your pictures and videos to, right? Especially at this situation that she was in. Okay. So she said that conversation didn't really go anywhere, because she was saying, you know what, what's up? This is weird, nothing. I wasn't feeling it. So she stopped. So 2 years she hadn't talked to him. After a while, he responded back again, and she started entertaining the conversation. I said, girl, I don't know why the first time. So then the second time they started conversing again, that's when more stuff happened about, because she started getting more interested to see what's going on, what's up with the website and all that stuff. And then more information came about. And then the guy Mark said something about Billy, right? Now, before she said that, she said, you know what? I'm going through a lot of complications right now, because I've been through a lot of recent breakup, and my ex, it will complicate things, and is hoping it could be him or something like that. So I said, what the ex got to do with this? Like, what's up? All right. But she never met Mark, because they live close by, never met, and never really FaceTime. So she doesn't know why this person don't want to meet her. Why? So then, at the conversation going by, Mark started to mention that a mutual friend, and it was somebody named Billy. Now, she did mention how the ex that she was talking about is that she had an affair. No, she was in a relationship with a supervisor at her work. They were working together, and she was having a relationship with him. And it going on for a couple of years. And to find out, she didn't know at first, but she found out that he was actually married. So basically, she was having an affair with a married man. And since it was at his job, I guess the job found out that he had to get fired or whatever. And supervisor, so she said when she found out, she left the relationship because it was too much. And then the wife found out after a while. And then she was upset and pissed off what was going on and everything. And I guess she thinking that the wife may have took her picture and posted on the revenge porn site, because it doesn't make sense. If the wife found out that this lady's having an affair with her own husband, so to get back at that little girl to ruin her reputation that she's a homewrecker. Because at first, she didn't know. When she found out, she stopped. But now, when Marky, the person, the catfish, was telling her about Billy, Because that was the name of the guy that was the name of her ex-supervisor and who was her person she was having an affair with. And that it was describing Billy, what he looked like, his his, his height, his hair color, what's going on, this is that. And she recognized all the characteristics that he was mentioning. So she confirmed all the characteristics that actually is Billy. And he says a couple of things that was going on that she knows herself that is true. So then she's like, okay, he living with me. So I said, what's going on? Why is he really talking to you about somebody else? Like, what's going on? So now all she's saying, he said he got a new phone number of Billy. Do you want the phone number? So she got the phone number. And so from there, she has been texting and calling, texting and talking to Billy. So it's not really no more Mark. So I said, what are we doing here? Oh, you really try to find out about the catfish? Who catfished you? Or you find for Billy? But now it's like, listen, and this X is in the picture. He's the person, so maybe Billy is Marky and all that stuff like that. So we don't know. So then we was like, and then she continued on the relationship with him, Billy, talking to Billy. I said, at this point, girl, you know he's still married. Now I don't know. And it was like, oh, I'm gonna leave my wife, gonna be something different. You know, I said, girl, this is 2021. Get with the program. They don't leave their wife when they keep telling you gonna leave their wife. 9 out of 10 times they don't. They just have you along the ride. You dumb enough to think about and to believe his lies, and you will continue staying because maybe whatever he's doing behind the scenes, then maybe he's supporting you. Because she did say that he helped her get her builder license. He made her the better person, and she just has to love for him because he did really help her grow. And now that all this stuff came about, it's crazy. So she has been sending pictures and videos to Billy at this new phone number. I said, girl, not a married man. Like, you know, he's still married. So at this point, you at fault here. You could have let this go, but you still in a hoping that she could connect with Billy. She's, in her mind, wants to be with Billy. So now we're not even talking about the catfish anymore. So now it's that thing, even though the catfish is still moving around, because we don't know, maybe Billy could be Mark. It could be that person. Or Mark could be someone else. Like, we don't know. All these pieces is not connecting, and it's making it confusing. And it's making the story complicated because it's like, what's going on? We don't know what direction to go for. Because now we got Billy, you still talking to Billy, who is the ex, but you having a conversation with him, you video chatting and talking to him, and now all of a sudden this is crazy, and it is Marky saying that he lives with him. And so one time Marky was supposed to send money because she asked for money for something. And Marky, I couldn't give him all Marky, but that was the name of his Facebook page. We all could keep saying Marky, but name Mark. Mark will send her $20. Now Billy didn't send her anything, but we're gonna get to that. $20, she said $20 for something that she needed. But Mark himself didn't send the money. So he had his cousin Joanne send the money. And they send the money, and she sent the $20. But she said, do you ever ask Billy for money? She said no. But Billy would give her care packages that she will go pick up herself. When they had some like drinks, some weed, some stuff like that. And they said, where you will pick up the packages from? By his wife's car somewhere. And it was like, and how would she not, if you go to the house, it's dangerous. She said, oh no, don't worry about it. She's downstairs in the basement. She won't see you. I was like, oh my gosh. Do you see how crazy this story sounds? Now I'm explaining to y'all. Do y'all know how crazy this story sounds? So I said, what is going on here? And I said, Brittany, why are you putting yourself through all of this for a married man? Because you have hopes that he will be with you at the end of the day? That's typical side chick behavior. Like, come on. And now it's out in the open. Now, at this point, you know he's married, which you left in the first place. And now you heard his name. You got soft feelings upon him. You got still deep feelings for him. You continue along with this kind of conversation. Now, and it's crazy that when he send you photos, he don't send you any photos of his face. I said, if you already know him, and this Billy you have been talking to, why is it crazy that you're not seeing him? Because he's still married. But still, he could have still FaceTime you if he's still chatting with you at this time or you talking on the phone. Now she said she did talk on the phone and she could recognize that's him. Now keep that in mind. Recognize it's him. I said, okay. And she said the time that she did talk to him, because she didn't even talk to him much, but the time she did talk on the phone, it was a phone sex. And I was like, girl, phone sex recently. And then she was sending private pictures and stuff. And he was sending pictures of his private, but it was never his face. But then she said us that she don't have photos of Billy. I said, how? You had a whole freaking affair with him and you had not one photo of him? Not a photo to show of what he looked like? Girl, not even when you had to sleep, not after you got him to walk, then he went to sleep, you have no pictures like that? Like, what's going on? You got nothing? He had all these videos and pictures of you, but you have no photos of him. And you had an affair with him. All these years, no photos. Okay, girl. All right. So they did an investigation. Investigating, they did a photo search of Mark. It didn't come up no hits. No hits. And then they come in the phone number because she said she sent a phone number that she never saw. Because he sent a number, she never got to it. So they searched that number and it came up with nothing. And then it said a Facebook page with Marky Sky. And that's what I keep saying Marky in the beginning of this video, but it is what it is. Now they saw that it was dated back in 2012. They had a recent post in 2018. But the first original post was in 2012. So they said it couldn't be Billy because she had an affair like 3 years ago and it's not 2012. So it had to be around 2015, something like that. And it's 2018 to 21 right now. It had to be, it's not adding up, the math. So it couldn't be Billy who had this page. So it could be someone else. So it's like, all right. So they would say maybe because they said at this time they asked Brittany, what is Billy's wife's name? And she said the name is Bobby. So they would say, all right, back in 2012, it's like, back in 2012, it could be the wife. Because maybe she created a page to find out what he's doing, and he's looking around on online, talking to other females, because women would do that. If you know you're someone you're cheating with, you create a looking page, a local profile, a local account that you and probably your group of friends would go on and snoop on your spouse. So maybe that's what you're doing. And we come to that in a minute. And then they would say, let's look at mutual friends on this page because there's something going on. So they saw that Joanne is the person who was Marky's cousin who sent the money to her, was mutual friends of this Marky Sky page. So it was like, all right, send a page of Joanne. They messaged Joanne. She messaged back and they had a phone call. And she explained that she was saying, oh, yes, I'm a relative of Marky. Yeah, I'm a cousin. And then the reason why I'm connected because Marky asked me to send money because he couldn't send it, whatever, and electronic because he couldn't really do the electronic stuff like that. So she did it, and she asked him who the money was for. And when they find out who the money is for, she said, "I don't want no parts of it and everything because this person ruined someone's relationship, marriage, and that's that." And so it was like, and then another reason why I know who Billy is because my husband works with Billy. So they know each other. So I said, okay, you cousin with Marky and you are the wife of the husband who is friends with Billy. I said, okay. So she wants no parts of it. So we said, you know what? I could reach out to her husband and see if he could get Billy's number so he could reach out to you. And I could probably reach out to Marky, the cousin, to reach out back to you to find out what's going on. So then they got a message. They said, okay, good. We go to the phone number. Got a message back and saying, listen, can I ask you a question? And he said, okay, shoot. He said, do she wants to know about Mark or want to get back with Billy? I said, why you ask that question? What's up with that? You fishing for information? So they searched that number and it was a Joanne. So I said, oh, Joanne. So they said, what's going on and all stuff. They would say, you know what? They said, I don't trust Brittany. I can't trust her. And I'm going to let you know, be careful. That's all I'm going to tell you. Because Brittany is the type of person who will say and do whatever she wants to get what she wants. So now up to this point, they say, you know what? She tried to be playing us. She tried to play us now because all this story connected stuff that's happening at this point, it's not really making sense, and it's too many people, and she maybe concoct a story just so she could meet with Billy. Because now it's a sticky situation because Billy is still technically is still married. So now she says she's doing all this, and maybe she can get a hold of Billy and maybe get him on television so now we could connect because we can't even be connected yet before. And I said I don't know why because y'all met each other before, so it would be a problem to still sneak around. But now that the wife is in the picture, it's like okay, you can't do that. So let me see. Yeah, so you know what? They took a Brittany and they talked to her and they brought her up to speed, everything, all that stuff, everything. And they said, cool, what's going on? Can Billy be Mark? Is Mark is Billy? Is Bobby's behind this? Like it's like Joanne is like, who is it? Who is this person? Who could be Mark? Or is this really Billy you've been talking to? And this is Billy who's stringing along you all this time. It's like, what is going on here? So it's like really connected. So they was asking, like, listen, do you have conversation? Because you very convinced that you is talking to Billy. So do you have conversation with them? She said, well, I don't know, want to share you that message because it's kind of I gotta ask permission because it's a sticky situation. I said, you been in a sticky situation, so you start talking back with him that new phone number that you think is Billy. You been in a sticky situation. You should have stopped there right there. No, you still have hopes that you would get with that married man. The hope that he would leave. No, girl, no. So they thinking that Brittany's using him. She said, no, why would I get myself on television and lie to you? I wouldn't have no thing. Why? I wouldn't do that. I said, girl, people get on television trying to do that all the time. So you're not any special. But I understand what you're trying to say. Like, why would I come over there and embarrassing myself, especially when I'm exposing that I had an affair with a married man and still try to talk to her and still try to get with her. It's like, I'm not making myself in a good light. If I come on get on television, I'm telling you the truth. I ain't gonna lie about it at the end of the day because I'm ready. It's freaking judged right with people who watching me right now. And she say all that, but I would say that. I would say, listen, people judge me now, so I ain't gonna listen to lie right now. Don't lie, Craig. So when they said something about honesty, you say, you know what? When you say about honesty, it had to be a different perspective because I had to say something. It was weighing on me. So we said, what's going on? She said, well, I didn't initially want to be on the show. I didn't really want to write this show. I didn't. But I was ambushed to go on the show. I said, girl, you ambushed. So who could ambush you to get on the show? And I said, people will try to blackmail you or manipulate you, but to ambush you, I said, somebody said, get on the show, girl, now. Jumping you, try. And she mentioned that Billy and Mark both approached her and told her that she needs to write on the show. And if you want to get with me and you want to be us together at the end of the day, expose all the lies, whatever, and we can finally be together, your best bet is get on the show and then we could connect and we could be together. And I said, why would he use this length to have her right on the Catfish show, to be her to get on the Catfish show so you could connect with her when she already met you before? Why you just can't connect with her off the screen and off this camera, off the show? Why you had to go through the television? So it doesn't make sense. So now I was thinking that who could be using this platform to expose Brittany, to make her a fool of herself and have gains on it. And the only person I could think of, which it turns out to be true, y'all will see my thumbnail, it's the wife. It has to be the wife. And I said, why is she still going this string length? I said, first of all, why you didn't leave that husband yet? If he's supposed to still talking to this person, talking to Brittany. So we thought. Now, when it came on said and done, they said, no, we got to text Billy because that's the only person right here we got to let know and see what's going on from. And lo and behold, that person text right back, oh, sure, I'm ready. I said, damn, is that quick? So you knew he was going to reach out to you somewhere in shape or form. And I said, yeah, it had to be Bobby. It had to be someone who was willing to get online to expose this girl. And lo and behold, who was on it? Yes, I thought right. It was Bobby. That's the wife. Bobby, the wife, was on television. She's the one who basically manipulates freaking Brittany because she knew Brittany would go to great lengths to get with Billy. Exactly did. Even though she didn't want to. I say you should have still didn't want to. Put your foot down, girl. So Bobby said, you know what? And Bobby she gave no F's about what she did. She gave no F's about it because at the end of the day, the girl who was sleeping with her husband is right there. So she don't deserve no sympathy from Bobby. Even though Bobby, you was messing her. I said, lie. Like, listen. She said 3 years ago, this girl, Brittany, was dealing with my husband, and I found out I put a squash to it. And so recently, whatever, she's the person who's behind the Marky Sky. So the person Joanne who answered the phone, she's good friends with Bobby. And she knew Bobby, so she covered up for Bobby. So she perpetuated the lie that Marky is a cousin, but actually she know that Bobby is Marky. So it was like, okay. So she did that. She was like, you reached out to her and said it was some pictures online, revenge porn. And she said, no, it was not true. It was no pictures out there. I put no pictures of her out there. So she said she knew that's the way to get her to come have a conversation. So she used that as her gateway in. See if she was still trying to talk to her husband. And she used that, but she was like, the new number that they had that was supposed to be for Billy was actually Bobby because it came up with Bobby when they searched that number. And she said, yeah, you has been talking to me all this time. Because I wanted to know if you were still trying to go on lengths to get with my husband. And it proves to me that you are, because you was trying to do all this stuff, sending me pictures and so all the videos and photos you was doing, it was towards me. So when you try to say you're not innocent, it's boo-boo. And I said you're not innocent either, Bobby. But at the same time, yes, I do understand that, Brittany, you shouldn't entertain that at all. Whether you thought it was somebody else or not, you should not entertain that conversation with Billy when you knew right at the end he's still married. So did all that. She said, so why you didn't want to see her face to face when you know connection to her, you know what she looked like, why you didn't see her? She said, if I would have seen her, I would have beat her behind. I said, granted, yes, you may be upset because she was sleeping with your husband. So technically, Bobby and Billy are still together. And you know, to come find out, Billy knows that Bobby was doing all this. He knows. He knows everything that she's doing. I said, all right, I guess Billy said, know what? My wife find out, I got to do whatever she wants. So whatever she want to do, whatever it is, because I'm not, she didn't leave me. She didn't divorce me. She didn't take it over. We working out. We made up. We good for now. And she was trying to do this to back her off. It said, listen, finally, I was trying to do this to really finally get this girl off my husband, off my husband's phone, even though it was towards me. And she has all the photos and stuff like that. And the phone sex, the conversation they had was Bobby. I said, girl, you didn't know what Billy's face or voice looked like, sound like. You didn't know his voice sound like, didn't know it was somebody else, but maybe she's disguised it. And I guess Brittany was so much into the phone sex that she didn't realize it was somebody else. But oh well. So Bobby said, no, what this girl was still trying to talk to my husband. And I'm trying to get that stopped. Let's say you pick all this length to do all this. Why you say stop it? Or why you didn't approach her and consider to stop with my husband? Like most women do, stop contacting my husband, you whore. I ain't trying to go all that. You hold back up. But that ain't what. So she was like, oh my God, you's crazy like that. Yes, you was crazy. She said, and yes, I can be crazy. I can say that. Whatever insults you're gonna have at me, I don't care. I just want this girl to stop talking to my husband. So whatever. You can call me crazy, you call me a fool, you call me delusional, whatever. I'm all that. But she just stopped talking to my husband. And basically that's what it was. That's that. They said, whatever, I don't have no choice. I said, that's not an answer. You say no. I don't have no choice. No, say no. You're not talking to Billy anymore. So she did the closure. She got the closure. Brittany met a new man, do a mutual friend of hers. So she have a man and they together and they close to age. So she's good. And she not talking to Billy anymore. She cut that off her life. Bobby deleted all the photos and the videos of Brittany. She also deleted the Facebook page. She regrets catfishing, but she had to do what she had to do to get her marriage. Her and her husband is good, and that's it. And that was Catfish, y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how y'all feel. It was a good episode. It was really good, but it was crazy. And I said, Brittany, girl, do not mess with a married man anymore. And she didn't. So she's got a man now and she's happy. So congratulations for her, but this is a crazy, sticky situation. All right. Tell me how y'all feel in this comment section. Peace.